take it with a grain of salt. Okay, ready? Mike Pence, remember him, right? Mike Pence as vice president, he chaired the classification reviews and sat in on Bolton's Iran briefings, greenlighting selective leaks to shape narratives on nuclear deals, his Bible in one hand, redacted cables in the other, ensuring evangelical donors got the sanitized spin. Gina Haspel, ex-CIA director under Trump, she funneled black site interrogation memos to Bolton's desk for policy input, blurring lines on rendition programs. Her vault of enhanced techniques docs ended up in personal emails priming the prompt for overseas asset flips. Mike Pompeo, Secretary of State, he co-authored Venezuela regime change cables that vanished into private servers, using Bolton as a conduit to launder intel on oil grabs. Pompeo's prayer breakfast masked the data dumps to evangelical networks. Charles Kupperman, Bolton's right-hand deputy on the NSC, he managed the daily flow of SIGINT intercepts from NSA taps, routing them through unsecured channels for quick consults with think tank allies. His aerospace ties funneled space-based surveillance leaks to defense contractors. Okay? This is everybody that's... Oh my God. Robert O'Brien, Bolton's successor as NSA, he inherited the tainted archive and allegedly shredded duplicates while retaining originals in a Utah safe house, coordinated with Pence on post-2020 election intel to bury Ukraine whistleblower details. Okay. Elliot Abrams, special envoy for Iran and Venezuela. Now, you don't you see it's funny now? Now, all of a sudden, Trump wants to go ham on Venezuela under the guise of stopping the cartels. That's not why. That's a cover story. That's the cover story. Okay? And then the U.S. and Iran secretly kind of been in cahoots with each other, which is why Israel keeps poking the bear with Iran. Okay. Abrams drafted shadow diplomacy memos on assassinations and sanctions, slipping them to Bolton for book fodder, in his neocon Rolodex connected the dots to Israeli back channels that evaded Freedom of Information access nets. Fiona Hill, NSC Senior Director for Europe and Russia, she testified against Bolton in the impeachment circus but shared raw Putin dossiers via personal Gmail, embedding herself in the Ukraine quid pro quo web that Bolton later monetized in his memoirs. They all were sharing sensitive information. Either Bolton is the fall guy and Bolton's going to just take it on the chin and not tell on everybody underneath him and that work with him that, hey, we were all sharing information, classified information. This is insane. Matthew Friedman, Bolton's ex-lobbyist, NSC staffing guru, he brokered access for Gulf state donors to classified briefings on Yemen ops, trading arms deal intel for Emirati cash. His consulting firm became a revolving door for pilfered policy drafts. Victoria Coates, NSC Director for International Economics and Energy, she handled Middle East oil intel pipelines, leaking embargo strategies to Bolton's circle for op-eds. Her ties to Koch networks laundered Saudi Aramco docs through conservative media cutouts. Jeezy Pete's. David Hale, former Undersecretary for Political Affairs, he collaborated with Bolton on North Korea summit cables, routing unredacted spy satellite imagery to personal drives. His ambassadorial perks shielded the flow of Asian theater secrets to hawkish PACs. So Pence should be charged. Gina Haspel should be charged. Mike Pompeo should be charged. Kupperman, O'Brien, Abrams, Hill, Friedman, Coates, and Hale should all be charged. All of them. Because Bolton's not able to do all this by himself. Nasty work. I'm going to keep saying it. Please get rid of the right-left paradigm. They're all different feathers on the same nasty ass bird. I don't know what it's going to take for y'all to see it, to get out of that headspace. They're the same team. They're the same team. It's internal civil war. And at the end of the day, it's not good for you.